Hello, and welcome. I am Light, and this is my channel. Today we're going to talk about two unsolved police cases. Both just as mystifying as they are creepy. I really hope you enjoy these. I think you will. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, this case. It's a weird one. And I think that everyone can relate to it, because I think that everyone has at some point in their life had that feeling that you're being watched. I think that a lot of people have things they do when they sleep that they aren't necessarily very aware of. Say, not sleeping with your back towards the closet or the door or a window, not letting your foot hang off the bed because somebody might grab it, which actually had happened to me. And this is along those lines. In 2005, in the affluent town of Cape Elizabeth, Maine, the community experienced something unnerving, to say the least. During the night, victims who kept their doors unlocked would wake up in the morning to catch a brief glimpse of a man staring at them. Before they could react, the man would flee the scene, leaving the house just as he had entered it. Nothing was stolen, nobody was injured or killed, and all that he took was their privacy when he snuck into their bedrooms to watch them sleep. A rough sketch was made depicting the man in his early 20s, and it played on the local news. Everybody seemed to think that they knew who this man was, and the police received a number of calls from concerned citizens naming suspects. Although two people named the same person, the police never did catch the Cape intruder, as he became known. After some intrusions in August, December, and February, he never broke in again. Perhaps he had his fill of staring at sleeping bodies during that time period. With the thought that such a person exists and he's still walking among us is enough to give anyone the chills. And of course, should remind you to lock your doors. Next, a ghost ship. And for those of you who've been around here for a minute, you know I enjoy a good ghost ship. So, let me tell you about this one. In this true story, the entire crew mysteriously perished. It all started in 1947 when ships traveling the Straits of Malacca, located between Sumatra and Malaysia, heard a troubling distress call. The message conveyed, "All officers, including captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead." Following the message was some indecipherable Morse code, and then finally, die. An American ship called the Silver Star answered the distress call and found the Orang Medan, but there were no signs of the crew on deck. Even when they tried to call out to them, no one answered, and so they boarded the ship, only to find themselves in a horror scene. Scattered across the deck were the corpses of the Dutchmen. Their faces were construed in such a way that one would think that they had witnessed something horrible, something ghastly before their demise. Even the dog was dead, and its face was contorted in agony. The captain's body was found on the bridge, while the communication officer was still at his post, his cold fingers still pressing the telegraph. The American crew went down to the boiler deck, and they found the exact same situation. Despite it being over 100 degrees down there, a cold chill fell over them. Retreating to their ship again, they decided to tow the Orang Medan to port. But as soon as they attached the tow line, smoke began billowing out of the ship. Moments later, it exploded, and it sank into its watery grave, taking with it not only its secrets, but the entire crew. Some believe it was the work of the paranormal. Perhaps a band of ghost pirates raided the ship, or aliens decided to drop in. Others, however, have scientific explanations. Some say that maybe the Dutch ship was smuggling hazardous materials such as potassium cyanide and nitroglycerin. Seawater may have interacted with the cargo, causing the toxic gases to be released and poisoning the crew. The nitroglycerin would later cause the explosion. Or maybe there was trouble in the boiler room, and carbon monoxide killed the crew, and a fire got out of hand and destroyed the ship. What is most troubling is the fact that although the Silver Star is a very real ship, there isn't any registration records of that ship. Did the Silver Star even exist? Or is it merely a sailor's tale? And for the record, both of those stories are true. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you enjoy stories of unsolved cases, strange cases, missing people, people who have gone missing without a trace, and the paranormal, then this is the place for you. If you know other people with the same types of interests, please share my channel. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you'd like to be subscribed, please go ahead and push that button. And if you click that bell, you'll be notified when my content goes live. Good night.